Alright, good evening everybody. Hopefully you can hear me okay. We are about to get started here with game number 1. It's going to be a ZVZ between Bio and GIX. I'll save the introductions for when we get into the game. Alright, hello everyone. I'm Buttery Greg and I'm here with this Week 1 match from ESEA Season 11. It's going to be a game between Team Legion and Convergence Gaming. That's what we've got tonight. In particular, this match is going to be between GIX from Team Legion, who's spawning down here in the bottom left as the green zerg, and Bio from Convergence Gaming, who's spawning in the top right as the red zerg. Oops, gotta check on the stream chat real quick, make sure everything's working. Alright, sounds good. Throwing this together kind of last minute here, because we were supposed to have a different caster. We were going to have Kibbles, whom you guys may know from MLG, who's going to do this, but I don't know, I guess he couldn't make it, so I'm stepping in for the moment. And let's see here. It is a ZVZ, and we're playing on our starting map tonight, Cloud Kingdom. You know. Oh shit, yeah. I gotta switch the overlay. I got way ahead of myself, I got too excited. But here we go. So, it is ESEA, which, of course, is a very interesting format. We play 4 games at once, although not necessarily. Tonight we're actually going to be playing 2 games at once, and then we're going to play 2 more games afterwards. And if the score is tied up 2-2, then it's going to go to an ace match. Looks like Destructive is asking me what's going on. I got to tell him real quick. Talk to Dergaz. Alright, so now I'll set myself busy so no one else bothers me. Anyway, so we are playing a ZVZ here, and we've already got a couple of differences. We see that Bio's going to be opening with a really, really standard common 14-14. And this is a great ZVZ opener because, of course, it means he's going to be safe against like a 10 pool, but it's not going to set him too far behind GIX's strategy, which is a 15 hatch. And actually, very importantly, it gives him the opportunity to pressure GIX because he's going to have speed so much faster. He might be able to get some zerglings in here, and he could make it difficult for GIX to pull ahead. But of course, we do know that GIX did go 15 hatch, and that means if he's able to pull this off, he will have a production advantage and a drone advantage over Bio moving into the mid game. Of course, the downside to ZVZ is that it's pretty boring in the early game. Things don't really pick up until we see lots of zerglings start coming out. And actually, let's take a look at the gas timing here. So we do see that Bio has left all of his drones on gas. And by all, I mean 2 drones, not 3. So it looks like he will be planning on transitioning into either roaches or banelings pretty soon here. Whereas we see that GIX has left only 1 drone on gas. And to me, this suggests he's going to be going for a baneling transition a little bit later on. I really like this decision from Bio. Like I mentioned earlier, you know, he is slightly behind economically, so he could go for a really risky play and try to make a ton of zerglings and go kill GIX. However, he's opted for the very smart decision to make this hatchery first, and then try to put on some, I guess, sort of light pressure while just playing the macro game and making drones. And by light, I mean like 4 to 6 zerglings. We see he's got 2 already here and 4 more on the map, but GIX does have his 4 zerglings already anyway, so it's not really going to matter. Zergling speed is almost done, and we see that, of course, he does have a really nice 40-50 second advantage there, which would be pretty big, but GIX actually has great positioning here. He's got his queen right down here by the ramp, zerglings on the ramp, of course, and this spine crawler in an excellent position to help deflect zergling run-bys. So the baneling nest is going up for Bio, and of course that's a consequence of how many drones he left on gas. He actually did trim it down to just 1 drone, which I think is a really good call if he's going banelings, because otherwise he would have way too much gas with 2 drones. These lings continue to poke in here, but GIX does have the ling advantage, so actually at this moment, you know, Bio, if we look at the units tab, we see that he is behind in drones. He's down 5 drones, and of course he doesn't have enough of a zergling advantage to just go kill his opponent, which probably makes him a little bit unhappy, so we'll see if he decides to go really aggressive or to make drones. Looks like he's opting for drones at the moment. Excellent call. He is going to be adding a second gas geyser here in his main, so to me this suggests he's going to be going for layer tech pretty soon, and we'll see which tech path he chooses. Wow, GIX actually starting the layer really quickly and only on 1 gas geyser inside his main. I think this is a little bit uncommon, especially since he doesn't have any roach tech at all. I would say he could go like fast mutas after this, but he doesn't have any of these extra gas geysers, so he doesn't have enough gas to support any of this layer tech technology. We do see though that Bio is taking his third gas geyser down here at the natural, started his own layer tech, so I think he's actually going to be in a very good position to go for Mutalisks next. Here we go. Gix taking all 4 gas geysers at once, and actually if both players go mutas, Gix is going to have an advantage here because his layer is about 25 seconds ahead of his opponent's, and that means that he will be able to get mutas first, so he will be able to get more mutas. And really, the only thing that Zerg players make that kills mutas are other mutas, so if you have more of them, you're going to have air superiority, and you can pull pretty far ahead of your opponent. Ooh, Baneling hit there, but it looks like Bio is actually going to just barely have too few Zerglings. Man, those lings move a little bit too fast. I was looking at the wrong part of the mini-map for about half a second there and almost totally missed that. We see the Spire has started immediately for Gix, so he is going to have a little bit of advantage there, and it looks like Bio is going for the Spire as well. So this is where that timing difference is going to matter. We see that Gix still has about 20-21 seconds advantage, and I think that is going to be pretty important if both players go for mutas. Or, you know, when, because it's not an if at this point. They're definitely both doing it. Actually, I really like this from Gix as well, being really aggressive with this third hatchery timing. When he gets his mutas out, he's going to have really great map control, especially now that his Overseer shows him everything that's going on. He knows he doesn't have to worry about like a big roach push, so this third base is going to be safe almost certainly. He's also got 2 more Banelings morphing in up here. Overseer for Bio's going to run into the base, and he's going to see this. He's going to see this Spire, and he's going to see that he's behind on the Spire, which I think might make him a little bit uncomfortable. He is going to try to force this third hatchery now that he has seen, of course, he saw Gix's third hatch, and this actually could be really very interesting for Bio because Gix has these two Banelings hidden up here, of course, right? And so as soon as Bio transfers his drones, 2 Banelings is enough to kill drones. Oh, but a very nice Baneling hit there from Bio. Wow. Or from Gix, sorry, on Bio's lings. But he needs to be super careful. Wow, perfect control there, sacrificing exactly 1 ling to take out that Baneling. He's got 1 more ling on that Baneling, but he gets picked off by his buddies. Lots of dancing there. That was very, very close and kind of there. Oh, Gix takes down the Baneling, and now he has a huge ling advantage over Bio here. He might not want to engage that. Yeah, good call. He's going to go for this hatchery. We see behind this, both players have lots and lots of Mutalisks coming out. Gix is going to be a little bit behind on the muta count right now, but he's got a couple extra in production. And luckily, since he's got a lot of lings, he might be able to try to kill off this hatchery. We'll see how quickly these mutas are able to clean him up. Oh, no, they're going to be real fast, so no problem. No problem at all. Let's take a look at the units tab. We see there are 10 mutas on the field for Bio, and what looks like 9 mutas for Gix. So Bio actually pulling ahead in the muta count, but Gix does have this +1 air attack on the way. So he's sacrificed a good bit of gas to get this air attack upgrade, and that's why he's going to have slightly fewer mutas than his opponent. And we'll see actually how this plays out, because with a good queen defense, this +1 air and the mutas, he could actually defeat a slightly larger number of mutas. We see some pretty good focus firing going down by Bio there, but it looks like Gix manages to force the retreat. Oh no, 1 muta gets caught out of position, gets almost picked off, but he makes it away with about 10 hit points. So both players do have their third up at this point. Of course, Bio's has taken a little bit of damage, but no big deal. He's safe for the moment. And with this +1 air attack about to finish for Gix, he is going to take that air advantage like I mentioned. If we look at the units tab, both players do have 14 mutas, so +1 mutas are of course slightly better than +0 mutas. It looks like Gix is going to move out. I think he knows that he got the +1 attack first, and he's going to try to take advantage of it right here. Actually, even if he doesn't get into Bio's base, this is great. Moving around the map, picking off these overlords. He did supply block Bio for a moment there, which is going to be pretty unfortunate. Of course, it prevents him from making more Mutalisks, but also just forces him to remake those overlords, which do cost money. And here we go, we got the first muta harass that's actually going to kill drones. And where are Bio's mutas? Looks like they're going to be going for the counter harass down here at Gix's natural. So it's going to be turning into a little bit of a harass race. Bio, of course, does lose a muta to that spore crawler. GiX picks off tons of drones and decides to go home. Let's look at the workers killed tab. We see that it is currently just about even, actually. And actually, GiX is going to lose these 2 queens. That could be really bad. But here come these mutas for him to help chase Bio away, leaving him with about a 30 supply lead. I actually really like this move from the mutas, flanking him in here to the natural. And with a little bit of micro forward, he could get a number of muta kills. There go down 2 and a bunch more. We also have a big group of zerglings running away right here. He's heading straight for Bio's 3rd. Bio does not have the best defenses here. There's no banelings right here. So these lings are going to get in here, and they're easily going to overpower the static defenses, and then they could get into the lings. Although, actually, never mind. GiX is not going to overcommit. He's just going to use his mutas right now. Got another battle going here. Of course, both players do have the +1 air attack done, but GiX has way more mutalisks right now. Look at this. He's got a 10 mutalisk advantage. He's going to clean up all the air, and I think we're going to see a GG from Bio quite shortly, now that he has lost air control. Yep, there we go. There's GG. So GiX takes game 1, puts him in the lead 1-0 over Bio. We're going to wait for Bio's map choice, and we're going to jump right into game number 2.